with you now, and as an opening for sharing the inside light of Hanukkah as presented by Harav Avram Itzchak Cohen Kook, Zecher Tzadik Livracha. I guess that if I get there, is the glowing picture of Rav Kook. And Rav Kook was born in 1865. As a young man already in Europe, it became clear to the religious leaders of Europe that he is the next great light of Israel to emerge. His Rabbi was the Chafetz Chaim, who was the elder Kohen of Europe in the late 1800s and the early 1900s, who at the age of 23 sat him down and he said, "You have to be the next leader of Israel. Go to be a rabbi in Israel and enter enter Jewish history and do what you have to do because the world needs you." And he sent him out. And then in 1904, he came to be the chief rabbi of Yafo, which then he was involved in the building of Tel Aviv right next to him. And then during the First World War, he was out of Israel and had a lot to do with the process of the British, the Balfour Declaration, declaring the permission, so to speak, of the British mandate for the Jewish state to be created, and brought that force into political history. And then he came to be the chief rabbi of Jerusalem upon his return, in which he remained and continued to do until 1935 when he passed away. When a few years ago, there was a survey here in Israel. Who's the person most influential on shaping the modern state of Israel? Ben Gurion was number 2, Rav Kook was number 1. And also just one last point about him to give us some understanding of his significance. A 4-volume study of his writings recently emerged by a tremendous scholar of Kabbalah and modern thought, Yosef Avivi. And he basically has come to the conclusion that what Rav Kook is giving us is an explanation of the Torah from the realm of Atzilut. We understand that there are 4 realms of our experience. We're in the physical experience, in the body, we're in the emotional realm, the heart, we're in the mental realm, the mind, and then the realm of Atzilut is the level of spirit, integrated spirit. And the Judaism of the exilic period was rooted in the world of the mind. And what Yosef Avivi explains is that Rav Kook is giving us a more evolved, more expanded understanding of the Torah, which is much more necessary for us to integrate in order to really bring the full light of Israel to the world. And his Torah is really in service of bringing the real inner light fully into the world and to become a great source of inspiration and healing. So it's with that introduction to Rav Kook, I would like to speak some of his words, share some of his teachings, but by reading what he had to say on a few different levels. So we begin with an extraordinary poem. Lachashe hahavaya, the whispers of existence. Tilchash li sod ahavaya kula. All existence whispers to me its secret. Chaim li yesh kach na kach. I have life to offer. Take, please take. If you have a heart, and in your heart is flowing with red blood, not poisoned by the toxins of despair. All life is whispering us, all existence is whispering to us, I have life to offer. Take, please take. But if our hearts are covered and the beauty of existence does not entrance us, then existence whispers to me, away from me, away. To you I am closed, locked, forbidden. Surah meni surah, hareini lecha asura. If every gentle sound, every living beauty stirs us not to holy song, but instead awakens in us a stream of strange fire, away from me, away. To you I am closed, locked, forbidden. Surah meni surah, hareini lecha lach asura. V'dor yakum v'chai, and a generation will awaken, come alive, will sing to beauty and to life, and draw unending delight from the dew of heaven. And from the vistas, this is not translated, and from the vistas of the Carmel and the valleys of the Sharon will flow the wealth of life's secrets, to be heard by the ears of a nation, a people alive. And from the Edenic nature, the beauty of her song and the beauty of her life, a holy light will fill all, and all existence will murmur lovingly to us, my beloved, I am yours, I am yours. All existence is whispering to us its secret. Here, I have life, take, please take. In every single moment, we're invited to experience life fully. And may we be blessed to succeed to do that, because the light of Hanukkah is about the expanding of the light and the growing of the light and so forth. And so with that as the first piece, I'd like to send, I guess, a few different pieces of light. I'd like to share Rav Kook's, perhaps one of his most fundamental teachings that explain really it's all about the overall structure of existence. The piece is called Shir Merubah, the Fourfold Song. And it's based on the divine name. The divine name is 4 letters, Yud He Vav He. And the divine unfolding is Yud, Yud He, Yud He Vav, Yud He Vav He. The 4 letters of the divine name are unfolding in a pattern of 1 plus 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and that adds up to 10. That's how from the divine name is created the tree of life, which is created of 10 sfirot, the spheres of life. So Rav Kook said that we have to understand that we operate simultaneously in these 4 levels. And they basically are, there is a part of us, Yeshuhu Shar Shirat Nafsho. There is a part of us in which we sing the song of our own selves. In ourselves, we find everything, our full spiritual satisfaction. So there is the element in which we're really giving expression to our own private, personal being. Veyesh, and then there is the level in which we are singing the song of our people, of our community, the community that we're born into. We leave the circle of our individual self because we find it without sufficient breadth, without an idealistic basis. And then we aspire to the heights, and we attach ourselves with a gentle love to the whole community. In this case, he's speaking of himself, the community of Israel. But everybody, every person is invited to sing the song of their people, of their family, of their community. Together with our people, with our community, we sing her songs, we feel grieved in her afflictions, and we delight in her hopes. We contemplate noble and pure thoughts about her past and her future, and we probe with love and wisdom her inner spiritual essence. So we're invited to give expression to the community that we're living in, that we are a part of. And then there is the part of us in which we reach towards more distant realms. We go past the boundary of our own community, of our own people, and sing the song of humankind. Our spirit extends to the wider vistas of the majesty of all humankind and all its noble essence. We aspire toward humankind's general goal, and we look forward toward the higher perfection for all humankind. And from this source, we draw the subjects of our meditation and our study, our aspirations, and our visions. A part of us really needs to be singing the song of humankind, to really giving expression to our common humanity and part of all humanity and our concern for all humanity. And then, once we're able to sing the song of our personal selves, and then we sing the song of our community, and we sing the song of humankind, and then we can rise toward wider horizons, and we unite with all existence, with all God's creatures, with all worlds, and we sing our song with all of them. And then there is that part of us in which we're invited to rise with all these songs in one ensemble, and we all are invited to join all our voices together and sing all our songs with beauty, lending vitality and life to each other. We are called upon at every moment to sing the song of ourself, our own personal song, the song of our people, the song of humankind, and the song of all existence. They must merge within us at all times in every hour. We can't simply be locked into one part of our identity. We have to be simultaneously and always expressing the song of our personal soul, of who we are and what we're drawn to do within our lives from our soul level. And we're invited to give expression to the song of our people, of our community, and for the well-being of all who are around us. And then we're invited to sing the song of all humankind. And then the song of all existence, the entire ecological understanding is implied in this portion, in which we're not only locked into our identity as human beings, but we're part of the larger natural realm of existence, and we have this, ecological relationship that we're responsible for. And it's only when we're singing all of these levels, then we are able to really sing a song of holiness. Israel Shir El, that the song in Hebrew, Shirat El, Shirat Israel, becomes the expression of the song of all of these songs, because it says in the tradition, there's a teaching, Israel Shir El. The word Israel is the word song of God, Shir El, and it's called a simple song, a double song, a triple song, a fourfold song. Shir Pashut, Shir Kaful, Shir Meshulash, Shir Merubah. We have to be at every moment to be truly singing the song of God. We have to be singing the song of ourself, the song of our people, the song of humankind, the song of all existence. And that's the Song of Songs of Solomon. The word Solomon means shlemut. This is the true Song of Songs. The Melech Shehashalom Shelo, the sovereign in whom all is wholeness. So I want to bless us that we're able to really achieve this level of unification of all parts of our being, so that we can really be then purveyors of holy song and holy light into the world, because people are so locked into one identity over another that it's the source of battles and conflicts of all sort, that identification with one as opposed to all together integrated. So that integration is extraordinarily important for us to be able to live together on planet Earth the way we're meant to live together and the way we can. So may we be blessed to be agents of this wholeness soon in our days. Amen. So Amen. The next step, I want to introduce you. There's two extraordinary souls in our time. It's clear as more and more comes out that the Rav Kook is really one of the most enlightened purveyors of wisdom and from the perspective of Torah, but he's really giving expression to the Torah's universal teachings. And he had a few close students, but he had one primary student, Rabbi David Cohen, the Rav HaNazir, who took on a Nazirite lifestyle because he came to the understanding that there's a midrash that the Nazirite lifestyle that he did as a spiritual practice is a stepping stone to prophecy. When he first met Rav Kook, he understood that Rav Kook is experiencing that which he is wanting to experience, and then he became his closest student. And one day, he asked him in 1923, when they were in Jerusalem, he asked him, I see there's extraordinary illumination with you. Is there also a system of knowledge that is important for us to know that you're teaching? And Rav Kook said, certainly. And he gave him his central writings. The David Cohen, the Rav HaNazir, then sat down for 12 years with these writings. There were particularly 8 notebooks that Rav Kook wrote between 1910 and 1920. And then when Rav Kook passed away, he published a presentation of selections from these writings and presenting it in a systematic order of a consistent philosophical system that he calls the wisdom of the holy. And within that, he has a section where he identifies the 5 root principles of Rav Kook's understanding of reality. That is to say, if somebody wants to have Rav Kook's understanding of reality, these are the 5 principles about the nature of reality that are fundamental to integrate into one's consciousness and understanding and into one's life. And I want to quickly review the 5 foundational principles in Rav Kook's teachings, as identified by his primary student, Harav David Cohen, Harav Nazir. And they are HaKodesh HaKlali. Everything is holy. This entire creation is a creation of the Creator, and as such, it's a divine creation, and it's all holy. This entire world, every single iota of existence is holy. And then he has certain comments. There's holiness takes many forms. There's a holiness that builds and a holiness that destroys. Then he says, what our work to do is to take the deeper elements of good and holiness that have been embedded in the lower superficial world, and we must take the holiness and bring it forth as fully as possible, and from being able to draw from this world, we're able to. That's what our work to do is to bring sanctification into this world and to be agents of bringing this recognition of the holiness of all life to the entire world. And in this way, we'll be able to build a new world, a world pervaded by a great light. Principle 2, Achayut ha'olamit. Everything is alive. We are in a living creation, that we're living in a world of light and life, and everything is aspiring, longing, yearning according to a pattern that is adorned with holiness and girded with beauty. And that means every aspect of our life is meaningful. This life of ours is not meaningless. We're living in this living experience that we are a part of. And we're active agents in this living experience. We are, as in the Bible it says, the human is created in the image of the divine, meaning we are the representatives of the divine presence in this world. We have the choice, the power of creation and destruction, and complete freedom of action. So we're given divine capabilities in order to shape this world and bring it into great holiness. So everything is holy, everything is alive, and everything is one. It's all united. All existence is included in one point. And the main prayer in Judaism is to declare the oneness of the Creator with the world. And Rav Kook explains that when we affirm the divine unity, we're revealing the unity in the world, the unity in humankind, and unity among all nations and the entire content of existence. And that's what we need to do, is to come to this understanding that even the dichotomies, even the differentiations are actually all part of the one. And when we come to a higher understanding, we're able to see the unity in compatibility, even with of opposing forces. So everything is one. What's the fourth principle? Everything is good. This entire creation is a creation of good. And therefore, we brought in the experience of bad. The biblical story is about how the human beings brought in the experience of bad. And therefore, he says, what we're here to do, the divine directive is to raise humankind and the world from the depths of bad to the heights of good. It's in our doing of good that we become significant divine actors in this world and agents in the world. And then we become the ones that we can elevate and transform everything to restore it to its good, and direct all our activities to the universal improvement of the good. That's what our activity is here. We're here to be agents of good. The fifth principle, everything is rising, everything is evolving, everything is elevating. We're in a process of continuous improvement. And even the descents, the things that happen that look like we're going down, is actually part of the larger process. The wheel of life is turning towards one point. All histories is coming to Hashlemuta Acharon, the final holiness and perfection, using the language of Moshe Chaim Luzzatto. And so our understanding is that when we are able to be in this state of consciousness, this understanding, then we're no longer standing not as a separate entity, but rather as a continuation. We experience ourselves as a continuation of part of the vastness of universal existence. And universal existence is it's all moved by our yearning to be better, more vigor, more to bring life to be better, purer, more vigorous than it is. And within this yearning is a hidden life force for overcoming every factor that limits and weakens existence. And that's the punchline here, that the fact that everything is moving towards perfection means that there's nothing that can stop that process. We have the agency to overcome every limiting factor, every weakening factor in existence. And that's how we can truly improve endless worlds with every good action. So I want to bless us that we can really integrate these 5 principles and come to the understanding that we're living in an experience where everything is holy. Everything, let's just to review it quickly here. HaKodesh HaKlali, everything is holy. HaChayuta Olamit, everything is alive. HaAchduta Kolelet, everything is one. HaTov HaKlali, everything is good. Hitaluta Olam, everything is always rising, evolving, and elevating. And once we're able to integrate that, I guess, one more piece of light from his teachings. What are the implications of all that? Well, the implications are that we need to be agents to bring about universal harmony. How do we do that? All our activities must be directed towards disclosing the Or HaShalom HaKlali, the light of universal harmony. And how do we disclose the light of universal harmony? This is derived not from suppressing any power, any thought, or any tendency, but by bringing all energy, all powers, all thoughts, all movements, bringing them, each of them within the vast ocean of infinite light, where all things find their beauty, where everything is ennobled and exalted and everything is hallowed. And therefore, we must liberate ourselves from confinement within our private concerns. It is necessary for us, if we're locked into our private concerns, we're reduced to the worst kind of smallness, and we're bringing upon ourselves endless physical and spiritual distress. It is necessary for us to raise our thought and our will and our basic preoccupations towards universality, to the inclusion of all, to the whole world, to humankind, to all of existence. And the firmer our vision of universality, the greater we will experience, the greater joy we will experience, and the more we will merit divine illumination. So may we truly merit divine illumination on especially in the Hanukkah, kindling the lights and the lighting the light of universality. And the dominant, if I was to go on, we should read his writings, that the dominant energy that we have to do this is the power of love. And that love is the expression of good and is the strongest power we have. So may we be blessed to be agents of love. And thank you very much. Love and